London, 1888. A city covered in fog. A killer walking silently through the dark streets. The police had suspects, they had clues, they had witnesses. But somehow, the man responsible for one of history's most terrifying crimes disappeared forever. More than 100 years later, the world still asks the same question. Who was Jack the Ripper? In the late 1800s, London was one of the most powerful cities in the world. But behind the beautiful buildings and busy streets was another world, one filled with poverty, fear, and desperation. In an area called Whitechapel, people were struggling to survive. And then, something changed. A shadow appeared in the night, a name that would become one of the most feared names in history. Jack the Ripper. The first discoveries. In August 1888, a woman named Mary Ann Nichols was found murdered in Whitechapel. At first, many believed it was a terrible but isolated crime. But weeks later, another victim was discovered. Then another. The city began to panic. People started looking over their shoulders after sunset. Parents warned their children not to walk alone. The streets that were once filled with noise became filled with fear. The letters. Then came the messages. Someone claiming to be the killer sent letters to the police and newspapers. One letter was signed, Jack the Ripper. The name spread quickly. The killer was no longer just a criminal. He had become a mystery that fascinated the public and terrified London. The investigation. The police searched for answers. Hundreds of people were questioned. Several suspects appeared. Some believed it was a doctor because of the way the crimes were carried out. Others suspected someone connected to the victims. But every theory had problems. Every clue seemed to lead somewhere, and then suddenly disappear. The suspects. Over the years, many names have been suggested. A man named Montague John Druitt was considered by some investigators. Others pointed toward different suspects, including people from the medical world. But no one was ever officially proven to be Jack the Ripper. The identity of the killer remained hidden. The disappearance. Then, just as suddenly as the murders began, they stopped. No confession. No final discovery. No moment where police revealed the truth. The killer simply vanished into history. Some believe he died. Some believe he escaped. Some believe he lived a normal life while carrying a terrible secret. Today, more than a century later, Jack the Ripper remains one of the greatest mysteries in criminal history. The victims have been remembered. The investigation has been studied. The suspects have been debated. But the biggest question remains unanswered. Was Jack the Ripper hiding in plain sight? Or did he disappear before anyone ever got close? The truth may be buried forever, inside the darkest streets of London. Welcome to the Midnight Archives.